After death you wake up in a child's body and still have all your previous life's memory. What will you do right this time? Having the mind of a 50-year-old, with 20-yo parents. Nightmare fuel. I will instantly take all exams and go to uni. Fuck regular schools. I always hated the company of other kids. People say invest in bitcoins. The question was not to go back in time. And not necessarily in your own body. Hope in a better situation than my previous life. Try to enjoy more. Let loose more in my teens. Had a bad situation growing up. So isolated myself a lot. I think it would be a nightmare. Your entire social circle is suddenly full on infants and you have the intellect of an adult. Who do you talk to? And about what? I'd be institutionalized within a month. Also, although you have all this life experience and a wealth of memory, it's still being processed through a child's developing brain. Imagine having to go through puberty again, an exploding pituitary gland and being flooded with hormones overriding all facilities of impulse control and emotional regulation. I like how people assume they'll wake up in the body of a child in a situation where they take advantage of things like investing and exploiting market conditions. Imagine waking up in a girl's body to a family that expects you to grow up and marry some dude, but otherwise invests almost nothing in you instead. Or wake up as a little boy in a war-torn country where you're either coerced to join some terrorist organization, or die with the rest of your family that they just killed. I'll be a lot kinder to others. I deeply regret the way I treated certain people when I was 18 to 24. And I would love to be able to start over without those regrets. Actually write down my Bitcoin wallet password in physical books and not just keep it in a text file on a USB flash drive that can get broken in the washing machine. Also start my business straight out of school and not waste money on my engineering degree. I'd try to construct a weapon powerful enough to destroy planets. Or maybe just go to Chuck E. Cheese. I just finished a 12-book Audible series on this exact concept. It's the Middle Falls Time Travel series by Sean Inman. They are written and performed well and are intriguing. Also liked Replay, which was mentioned in this thread already. To answer the question, I would do it better and strive for excellence. This is sad AF. As a child I shouldn't have to worry about the adult world. I shouldn't have to know about adult problems, just let one be a child and live in a child's world. Unaware of other people's problems, you'll eventually know about it. But at your own pace. Also, you're assuming you'll be a child in a healthy family and child environment, which may not happen. It's like going back to the 16th century with all your current knowledge. You know how to turn on and work on a computer, but you don't know how to make the electricity to power said computer. It would be useless. Doing good in school, and not keeping my feelings for people a secret. Apply myself in school. Don't bother worrying about being a likable child, teen. Actually try whenever I do sports. And hopefully all of that will help with scholarships and getting a good education. Then, I get a major THST I'm passionate about. And have a minor that is a skill I already have. Or study history with an emphasis on the time period I've already lived through. Then hopefully all of that would lead to a good career with money, and then I get a nice secluded house. Fill it up with opulence and cats. Then enjoy life. Are you coming back as a child now? Or then? And where? Say, if you born in Iowa in 1950 and died in New York in 2021. Would you return to Iowa in the 50s? Or would you be a kid in NY today? I wouldn't go to school. Learn social intelligence and start climbing the social ladder early. Find the rich kids. Get a easy cushy job. Live a basic lifestyle. Want to have kids. But after my bills were paid and I got anything I wanted, I'd cash the rest of my check and just walk around and hand out money. And #X200B. Not to be generous or like a philanthropist. Purely for the selfish reason that I like making a person's day. Seeing them light up. That dopamine high is awesome. And then everyone thinks you're the best person in the world. So basically the plot of Harry August? I'd go to school with a single-minded focus on my future career instead of being all over the place. Simple. I just won't start shooting dope. All the mistakes I made was because of that. Try harder in school as well. Die and hope to wake up an animal. I'm not doing this human BS all over again. Be on the lookout for the girl who was destined to be my first wife and avoid her like the plague. Prepare to go to a trade school and learn a building trade skill. Like carpentry. Continue my piano lessons and finally, learn all I could about investing money. Stand up for myself and kick up a fuss. I was so meek and just wanted to get through life not being picked on or yelled at. Never again. Realistically, I'd work on getting back my old life. Contacting friends and family. Telling them things that only I know about myself. Getting back my old bank accounts, etc. I've got the skills to do freelance work. So I'd probably do that and only interact through email. I've worked way too hard on getting this life to a decent place. And I'll be damned if I have to go through high school and college again. Let's say for instance I'm 6 again. It would be 1960. I'd say nothing about what is going to happen in November 1963. But I would. 1. Be kinder to people who I now know their history. 2. Drop. Like a hot potato. People who I know will drag me down. 3. Pay attention to my classes in school. 4. Practice the piano. Like I should have. So I can later be the life of the party. 5. Invent Reddit. Enjoy my childhood again and when I am 20 start working on my dream to be a writer. Try to use my adult knowledge to skip a ton of grades and somehow cut straight to college. I am not going through high school again. Math. I would force that lady to break it down rather than just let the majority slide with terrible grades. IDK if I will be able to do anything because existential dread. Now you know when it is over isn't. And there's no point on trying. And I'm carrying all my old traumas. Having born in a different social background, time. Maybe another language. Another body. Learn guitar. Not be afraid to hit on people, be rejected. Never smoke cigarettes. Not worry about being bullied. Tell my parents I love them. Eat all the Flintstones gummies and become eternal, or something. Depend of the age. If it's a baby, I would think that I'll probably lose all my memories someday before I am able to speak. So I would probably just let people take care of me like a king and don't walk before 18 months because I got servant willing to do anything for me. It would kill me to have memories of my family, wife and kids but knowing I will never see them again. No thanks. I would do better in school, watch temper and attitude and be more careful with finances. Depend on if my parents are rich and can support me. I didn't kill myself only to be born again another wage slave. Other than that it might be nice to be in a body without mental illness. That would be the most important thing to get right, in my opinion. I will know what to invest in and which sports bets to make. Also which women, girls to stay away from. I'd learn an instrument. I'd ace school. I'd play with other kids my age like there's no tomorrow before I have to adult again. I'd take it easy and take it all in and just be a kid. Search for my old family. Tell them I am okay and start living my new life. Truly start living. Throughout my life thus far, I've only had eyes on a target that's years away. It's happened numerous times, and before I knew it I've missed out on so much of not just my own life but those around me too. I would start living properly, enjoying the moments whilst they're happening. I'd rather not be racked full of depression and anxiety as a child. Let's wait on that till I'm fully formed. Protect my neck at all costs. I'm only 41 and I have arthritis in my neck from an injury. I would be the most careful little kid you ever saw. I would remember all the counter roasts I had from my previous life that I came up with 2 weeks later in the shower, and use them to commit murder by words to anyone who stands in my way of restarting the USSR. Not hang out with the wrong people. Get into drugs and take better care of myself. Not to keep dating shitty people and come out to my family a lot sooner than I did. Learn to eat right as soon as I can start making my own food choices. And do more fun physical activity. Love myself first. Not be so concerned about finding a husband. Pick the least objectionable career out of the ones that interest me and stick with it. Spend more time doing fulfilling activities and less time with idle things. Travel more before I have kids. If I have kids, continue to eat healthfully and do fun exercise. Brush my teeth and avoid energy drinks. Shit has cost me so much in dental fees not sleep with my best mate's mum and have a kid with her. Love my son, but again it's cost me a fortune in lawyer fees to see him and I lost my best mate. Build a career. Hey, there is anime series going on with everything you described. I think it's called Kakushi Dungeon. Ahahaha. The immortality experiment worked. I just need to do it again and I can keep body jumping forever. Redo school with knowledge I have now and hopefully become a better person. I might choose to concentrate a bit more on personal connections. Because a global pandemic has taught me that life is pretty damn lonely when you're on your own. I'd act as a genius and all will be well. That's what I suppose, at least. Invest all my pocket money and hope for the best. Get studying again and learn as much as I can again. Watch Pinky and Brain all over again. Can't really think of anything else right now, lol. I think today someone watched Mushoku Tensei. Jobless reincarnation, lol. Actually take advantage of school. Focus on learning how to learn. Not just parrot information back.